All right, everybody, welcome back to the Rock and Roll Rebels show. Camera's a little funky, but we got a little something today. I guess we're going to get into, which the whole world is talking about. World War III. No, we talking about the one and only, Israel and Palestine are getting into it. I don't know what's going on, but there's a lot going on out there. So we got to stay safe, baby. We got to stay safe. And this is a touchy subject because whenever you get both parties together and they're all about it, that's where I start to draw the line is like, oh, the uniparties together, this is not good. And I know Israel's Israel, and the United States wants to protect Israel at all times because that's what they do. But Palestine needs voices too. And I'm not supporting these Hamas guys going around doing what you're seeing on the TVs and all that. But you also got Israel where they're turning out all the lights, the electricity, and the water in Palestine and Gaza, which ain't right because it's this terrorist group. It's not all those regular citizens out there. And I understand over there in the Middle East, it's wild. Like you hear the stories about dudes in washing machines and all this stuff. You've seen all the videos where they will, they take your neck right off, baby. They'll take your neck right off. It's not safe over there. And the Rock and Roll Rebels show, I think it's time. The best time to prepare was yesterday because I don't know what the hell's going on because you got the emergency alerts going out. You got this Ukraine war. Imagine the Ukraine war that we saw when they were holding up fake cutout cardboard guns. And, there's some videos of Ukraine, too, that I've seen, too, that are wild. But the wildness that's coming out of Israel where they had the troopers jump parachute in onto the little music festival they were having and killing people. I don't condone that at all. I don't condone any killing whatsoever. It's all about peace and love, baby. Let's all get together and have peace and love. I don't understand why we got all this nonsense going on. And I guess it's the evil powers that be because we don't want to get too deep into that, but, because it's YouTube. But we get a little wild on Instagram and Twitter. So make sure you do like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. People see my beautiful graphic. Because of that beautiful graphic, you got to like and subscribe. But we're going to try to, I'm going to dissect this the best I can because I'm not that smart. I'm the dumbest person in the room right now. You know what I'm saying? So I just know from my years of experience that Israel and Palestine, the Palestinians have been fighting forever. The Holy Land, all that, the Shiites, the Muslims, Allah Akbar, they do it all. You know what I'm saying? They're wild over there. I don't know, they're 50, 60 years behind us, man. You go over there, you're like, what the hell? But they also have some very beautiful cities that I don't know, maybe the Tarkanians built, but we're not going to get into that either. Because this is the Rock and Roll Rebel show, baby. And thanks for tuning in. And remember to protect yourselves at all times. Got to protect yourselves at all times. And there's no other way that I would do this right now. So I'm going to try to dissect this the best I can. Like I said, I'm a big idiot, so don't take anything I say with a grain of salt. And let's just get into this little report in here. And let's pull this up. And like I said, man, I don't know nothing. I'm a big dummy, but I'm going to point out the truths. And that's my whole agenda here is to get to the truths.
So let's get right to Martha Raddatz.
And there's a lot of stuff that isn't quite true. And they send it over the U.S. coal and all that. And all this other stuff. Why is all that showing, bro? What's going on, bro? I don't understand. These technical difficulties be driving me nuts, bro. Be driving me nuts. But let's get into this video right here. I don't know if this is gonna sum it up. It's way too big. Let's fix this. And this is basically them reporting over there. And like you can see all the videos. Like if you get into it, you can see all the nonsense. There's a lot of nonsense out there, and it's I just want both sides to feel like they're getting the right representation. And I can sit down because you had Trump with the Abraham Accords and all that, and there was a lot of peace in the Middle East. I know the Middle East has been under siege for a long time. I believe Israel was formed by the Britain back in the day. They had these people over here and these people over here. Like I'm back in like 1700s Israel and all that. So I don't know, but I mean, if you read your history and you find out some stuff, it's like very interesting. But let's not hear what I got to say because I'm a complete and utter. You know, I'm a wonky donkey, they say around here, hillbilly, redneck. I just do what I do. But let's play this video.
Rushing military supplies and air defenses to Israel, including a Navy carrier strike group. So let's get right to Martha Raddatz with us live tonight. Martha, of course, this is partly as a warning to others in the region not to make this a wider war.
That's exactly right, David. The U.S. is surging munitions to Israel, sending that aircraft carrier and additional warships and fighter jets to act as a deterrent to Iran and its proxy, the Lebanon-based militant group Hezbollah. A U.S. official saying they are deeply worried that Hezbollah will start a second front in the conflict. Already, said the official, Hamas is using savagery with ISIS-level tactics and techniques. David?
All right, Martha Raddatz with us here tonight as well. Martha, thank you. Rushing military supplies and air defenses.
Do you see how they put all that stuff to talking, the great old talking points? It's the great old talking points. ISIS. So I don't know. And that's what I say. Whenever the two parties come together, I know as an American citizen, I'm going to get fucked. So that being said, let's get into some other stuff here. And remember, man, you just got to sit back and relax and protect yourself. Our borders are being flooded right now. 7 million of illegal immigrants have come across. We don't know who they are. There's already protests in New York for Palestine, which I understand. And there's also stuff for Israel here. And they're already fighting in the inner cities, baby. They're already fighting in the inner cities right now against each other. So here's the whole thing I'm worried about is like who's in this country, who's not in this country, how are we going to protect ourselves? And that's the main worries. And Joe Biden took a lid today. He didn't talk about none of this. So it's just the whole thing is wild. And I want to get into this guy right here. I feel like it's some type of war crime to just cut off water and everybody to every civilian that has nothing to do with this. You know what I'm saying? Let's pull this up. Let's pull this up right here. And this is the defense minister for Israel. And he's talking all types of stuff, bro.
אנחנו מטילים מצור מוחלט על העיר עזה. אין חשמל, אין מזון, אין מים, אין דלק. הכל סגור. אנחנו נלחמים בחיות אדם ואנחנו נוהגים בהתאם. אנחנו מטילים.
So there it is. He turning off the electricity, the water, everything. And that's not right. That's not right. Because there's plenty of Palestinians over there that had nothing to do with this bullshit. And they didn't want nothing to do with this bullshit. And I know Israel pokes. I know the Palestinian people poke. Because they got nothing over there. They got nothing but bodies. And that's what they give up over there, I guess. They just give up their bodies and their lives to get some point across. Here in the United States of America, we can protest and other stuff. But they're quick to fuck you over here, too. So, like I said, man, you just got to protect yourself at all times. And whenever, like I said, you know, when the Republicans and the Democrats come together, the American people are going to get fucked. So, that being said, I thought it was weird because he said he's going to cut off all the electricity and all the water and all that. And then when they did that, which is weird, is that is this a boom? What video is this? This is not the one I was trying to find. So they cut off all the water. Right there is they cut off the electricity. So they bombed the doo-doo out of the electricity plants, the water plants, and they cut off all the food, which is wild. But then when they did all that, which is wild too. I believe started to rain. So I don't know. You see the lightning out there. Lightning comes thunder. Thunder comes rain. So I don't know, people. I don't know. That's the whole thing. I don't want to get into any of it because I don't want anybody dying. At the end of the day, that's what I support. I don't want no dying. I just want people to prosper the best they can. But the powers that be, the elites, I don't want to name no names, but I can name a lot of names. They cause this chaos. And then second of all, how does they launch they launched like 500 rockets. Israel has the Iron Dome. Where's the intelligence on this? Because the Mossad, the Central Intelligence Agency, they all work hand in hand together. They have all types of things they do. They do your phone and all that. They do everything. Emails, cell phones are tapped. I mean, they're not playing no game. And then for them to not hear any chatter on this is very suspicious. And then to come to find out, I guess Egypt warned Israel about this. And I don't know how Egypt knows any of this because, they're in Africa where the Great Pyramids are and all that. But I guess they warned them. Maybe they just, I don't know. It's so many weird vibes about this. And it's just like, I don't understand because they want to put Israel into the sea, and Israel hates the Palestinians. I mean, they're locked in there. There's just so much stuff, and it's not right for us to just come out and say Israel, they're dying. I understand they're doing horrible things, but Israel's also launching rockets. They blasted the third oldest church in the world, Israel today did. They blasted the third oldest church in the world. This thing was a beautiful church. I'm sure I can find it. And that's what upset me. Why are you going to do something like that? Where's this at? I can find this because this definitely, it's definitely wild. It's right here. Israel just blew up the third oldest church in the world, St. Pius Orthodox Church in Gaza. It was 1,616 years old, and this church is amazing. It has the old stuff in it, the new stuff. Let's pull this up so you can see it. So that's why at the end of the day, I can't mess with any of them, man. You know what I'm saying? I cannot mess with any of that. This church was beautiful. There it is on the inside. Look at that dome round. How do they do stuff like that? I don't understand. And here at the Rock and Roll Rebel Show, we definitely believe in the Lord and the Savior. Because none of it makes no sense without it. Like, if you think about it, like they want to, I don't want to get into a whole thing, but they want to say it happened this way, but none of that makes sense. Something had to happen. I don't know what happened, but I'm just out here running my mouth because, I like to enjoy my freedoms. And that's what we do around here. So I'm going to jump off here because I'm already, I'm 15 minutes in because I'm like the rest of y'all. I don't know what's going on. But I advise you to do a research, a deep dive, and just look at the common sense, the way the media portrays this. And the way the media portrays a lot of stuff lately, we know they've all been lies. They've been wrong. And that's my biggest concern because I see it now. You know what I'm saying? The rabbit's out the hat, baby. I see it. Pandora's box is open. You're not going to fool the Rock and Roll Rebel Show. And if you do fool them, shame on me. Fool me twice. You know what I'm saying? That's when we're going to bring out the heavies. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just out here running my mouth, baby. Thank you for tuning in, baby. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe, baby. Like and subscribe. And hit all the wrong buttons there. It's nothing but peace and love, and protect yourselves at all times. Because who knows what's coming down the pipe? Who knows